Good afternoon, everyone. Om Namah Shivaya. First of all, big congratulations to all this Bodhi family for 10 years successful anniversary of Bodhi School of Yoga. I feel really honored, privileged, and humbled to be here, spending some time to share a few of my learnings with you. My sincere gratitude and namaskar to Ashok sir, and my appreciation to all the Bodhi teachers who have really helped me to progress on this yoga path. So as I reflect on this journey, so the turning point for me was the stress and anxiety which a high pressure corporate job brings. Operating at a senior level in a global multinational, I think long working hours, stressful calls, demanding clients, everything, it was taking a havoc on my health. And that's when the starting point came when I turned to yoga. And I was blessed to be gotten in touch with Bodhi School of Yoga, where I completed my YTT 200 journey. And from then on, I have been continuing my teaching journey. So this was the starting point when I actually got in touch with Bodhi. First of all, I must acknowledge that during the YTT 200, which was a 2-month course, midway after the end of first month, Ashok sir challenged us. He said that, can you take a sankalpa that you will start teaching right from day one? And at the mid of that journey, I took that sankalpa. And on day one, after completing my YTT 200, I started my course. And from then on, I am continuously teaching for last 4 years non-stop. And as I stand here, I would just like to share 3 key learnings with all of you, which will help you. First of all, in this yoga journey, it's importance of having a constant source of learning and inspiration. What I found was doing just one course was not good enough. And that's when I actually took more courses from Bodhi, also certification courses, etc., which is very, very important for us to upgrade our knowledge so that we can offer more to our students. And that will come by having a community. That will come by having a source where you can draw that inspiration and knowledge, which you can share it with your students. Last year, I was in Himalayas. I went to Gomukh Tapovan as a trek, which is a 5-day trek from Gangotri. And as I stood in front of that big glacier, Gomukh, from which that holy river Ganga originates, I realized and I felt that, okay, this is the source from which the holy river Ganga is getting all the water and it helps it to continuously flow. So my wish to all of you as yoga teachers is you should become like that holy river Ganga, which should always flow, taking a constant source of inspiration from the Bodhi family so that you can pass it on to your students. That's number one. Number two, the importance of branding and marketing. So never underestimate that. Don't just think that, okay, you have done this course, you are conducting a workshop, people will suddenly come and join it, right? And I'll share in my early stages, I wanted to conduct a workshop. I reached out to a friend. He said, yeah, come over in my community. I expected that the moment I will walk in, the hall will be full of students. But you know what happened? Nobody turned up. Nobody turned up. And that's when I realized that, okay, I want to conduct the workshop, but do others want to attend it? That's when you have to speak the language of your students. You have to tell them what benefits, what's in it for me. That's the question which you need to answer. That's the importance of branding and marketing. Last but not the least, the third very important lesson which I learned here was how do you relate yourself as a yoga teacher? See, do you just relate yourself with a number like I am YTT 200, 300, 400, whatever? Or do you just relate yourself with a number of students which you are having? You can have multiple things. But when I did my reflection on this, I felt that I should relate myself as an instrument of service on this yoga path. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Shri Krishna told Arjun, Nimitti matram bhavasavya sachin. What it means is you are just a nimit. You are just an instrument of service. So in this yoga path, you should become a instrument of service. Let me give an example. When we go to a temple, sometimes you would have seen that they will give us that prasadam or a laddu on a leaf, right? A piece of a plate or a leaf. What do devotees do? Devotees will eat the prasadam and then throw that leaf on that dustbin. I want to become like that leaf which gets thrown in the dustbin, because in this whole process, the leaf has been the instrument of service of bringing that prasadam from God and making it reach the devotee. So, as a yoga teacher, if you think that your role is to take that prasadam of yoga and make it reach your students as a devotee, you would have lived your purpose of life. So, with that three learnings, I wish all of you very best in your journey. And I wish the Bodhi family more success in the journey. It's not just 10 years. We will come here again and celebrate 20 years, 30 years, and even beyond. Thank you so much. Om Namah Shivaya.